development lifecycle. The process that we will go through is a standard process that might appear to be sequential, so one phase after the other. However, often activities in the test process are iterative and they overlap. So try to see the test process as shown by ISTQB as a closet which you can use to put testing activities in. Now, the test process describes sets of common test activities, and these should be described in the organizational test strategy. Now, if you would not have these common sets of test activities, and a lot of companies don't have them, it would be much more difficult and much less likely that you will achieve the set test objectives. Now, in general, in test planning, decisions are made on which test activities are done in the test process, the way in which they are implemented, and when they are to be done. You can compare this with going for a scuba dive. If you do not test your equipment, so your test activities are not in place, you are likely not to have a very pleasant or a very safe dive. Now, testing is not performed in a box, independent of context. Test activities do not stand alone, and in order to be effective, they need to be fully integrated with development activities. Testing activities are an integral part of software development activities in any company, and the essential goal is what? To find bugs? No, we're not such nice people. It's to help fulfill the stakeholders' business needs. And why? Because they pay. The stakeholders are paying. That's the reason. Now, how to implement a proper test process in an organization. So how to implement a proper way that the testing is done. This depends on many different factors. For example, on the stakeholder needs, the expectations, the requirements, the willingness of the stakeholders to cooperate, but also practical things like the availability of the stakeholders. The team members, then I talk more about the skills and the knowledge, the experience, also the availability, any training needs, and so on. The business domain, the criticality of the test object, any of the identified risks, the market needs, any legal restrictions, regulations, but also technical factors